Hello, Norman. All right, good job with your summary of the story, and then good job describing why you chose the concept you did, and describing the merits of that concept as it relates to the meaning that you have associated with the subject matter and through your actual typeface development. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump over. We've got our iterations of our specimen sheets, but I mean, I think these are really all very, very similar. I would like to see a little variety. I think it's always the best idea is always to provide your client with as much variety as possible. So basically what we have here are 4 iterations of the same concept. What I'd like to see is 4 completely different concepts. I hope that makes sense. It's really important to provide your art director, creative director, client, or customer with as much variety as possible. So let's go ahead and take a look at the poster. The specimen sheet itself. Now there's a few things. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit here. A couple of questions. I'm wondering, is this the type sheet itself, the specimen sheet? This. Let me see. You have 3 pages at 8.5 by 11, but you're not using most of the page because there's nothing above this horizontal rule at the top of the page and this thicker horizontal rule at the bottom of the page. I think you got a lot of wasted space here that I would recommend using. So right now, I think my biggest issue with the work is that you're not showing your numeric character set, you're not showing your punctuation. We've worked very, very hard on these aspects, and they're part of your typeface, so they should be presented accordingly. Don't forget the reasoning behind a type specimen sheet is to showcase your typeface so that other designers can look at it, or other potential users can look at it and say, hey, there's enough here. I can see what's going on here. I'm going to use this in my work. Do you see what I'm saying? So we really want to show as much as possible. For that reason, I recommend including your character set for your numeric character set, as well as your punctuation in the poster. The next thing, I think this is a good idea: sharp, strong, and edge. That's great, but again, you're only showing uppercase letters. So there's I mean, almost 3/4 of the work you've done is not being shown in here, because you've got the 4 parts of the typeface are the uppercase, the lowercase, the numeric character set, and the punctuation. Right now, all we have is one of those 4 in the uppercase. So I need to see a lot more variety here. I'd like to see some more keywords typeset as well. Use combinations of uppercase like you have here. You show some words in lowercase. Show some words in title case where the first letter is capitalized and the rest are lowercase. Don't forget to show your numbers. Just really, really show a good variety, and present everything in your typeface so the viewer can see everything, making a decision as to whether or not this would be a feasible typeface to use for any given project. My final recommendation is to watch your kerning. Kerning is the letter spacing between letters. It's the spaces between letters. Right now, you're pretty consistent here through edge. You're pretty consistent from R-O-N-G. Sharp is, you've got a big space right here. So it almost looks like S-H-A-R-P. And then the S and the T are really set apart from strong. So I would recommend reducing the space between those letter forms to make this look like a unified typeset, as opposed to, this almost looks like S-T wrong, R-O-N-G. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, so those are my recommended changes. I'd like to see you address those changes in your final submission. And of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I'll be glad to clarify. Thank you very much. Good work.